know what I love about the NBA this season? It seems like there's a lot of MVP candidates, a lot of guys deserving of the award. Psych, what's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video, and you guys see the title, man. Talking NBA, talking MVP, and yeah, just stretch out what I said because I was joking. I've heard a lot of talk about people putting a lot of different players in the MVP conversation in the NBA. You're talking about Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and all these guys, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Are you joking? Because this is, again, the point that people always miss when the MVP is talked about, and it goes like this every single year, and I'm still amazed by it. It is the most valuable player. It is not the best player, okay? If that was the case, everybody knows LeBron would win it every year, and the LeBron apologists out there, I'm not a LeBron hater, I'm actually a LeBron fan, but there's a lot of guys out there right now in the media that are saying LeBron should win the MVP, and I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? LeBron is not even close to having the best numbers of his career, and you want to give him the award just because he's the best player in the NBA? No, there's a guy averaging a triple-double. There's a shooting guard turned point guard leading the league in assists. Okay, there's some historic things happening this season. We're talking about 50-point triple doubles. We're talking about 40-point triple doubles, none of which have been done by LeBron James. So let's cut the crap. Let's get to it. Everybody knows there are only two realistic candidates for the MVP award, and everybody else is just fighting for second place. I don't want to hear it. Kawhi Leonard, great player, having an incredible year. LeBron James having another solid LeBron James type year. Isaiah Thomas, yes, I know he's leading the NBA in fourth quarter points, but James Harden and Russell Westbrook are by far and away the MVP candidates, the top ones, and nobody else should even be in the conversation, unless Isaiah Thomas decides to drop triple doubles now or averages 50 points a game for the rest of the season. I'm talking about something ridiculous like that, because the play for these two guys in particular, and the numbers will back it up, and I will get into that in just a moment here, is so far and beyond anybody else that it's laughable to me. So you know what, all the guys that are saying, oh, it could be LeBron, it could be other guys, no, it's Russell Westbrook and James Harden. And what I'm here to talk about is who is more deserving of the award between these two guys. So with that out of the way, we can actually get to the real debate of who's the MVP between Russell Westbrook and James Harden. And first, I'm just going to jump into the numbers real quick. I have them in front of me. So everybody knows Westbrook is averaging a triple-double. I'm pretty sure you have to be living under a rock if you don't know that right now. So Westbrook is averaging about 31 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. He's actually getting fairly close to the edge here on assists. He's at 10.1, so if he doesn't keep it up, he might fall out in that category. But as of right now, he is still averaging a triple-double. James Harden averaging 29.2 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 11 assists a game. Yes, that's right, leading the league in assists. Russell Westbrook is leading the league in points. So pretty ridiculous numbers for these two. And again, I'm going to go more into depth here, but just talking about team record right now, 7th in the West for the OKC Thunder. At this point, we're talking about at the All-Star break, 32-25. And then the Houston Rockets are 3rd in the West at 40-18. So again, the OKC Thunder are 7th and the Rockets are 3rd. I think it's safe to say nobody expected the Rockets to be this good. So automatically, I am taking that as a big, big, big plus for James Harden, because nobody predicted his team to be this good. Yes, I know they hired Mike D'Antoni, and their offense is one of the fastest offenses in the league, but look at who's at the helm of it. It's James Harden. And who was at the helm of the top scoring offense when D'Antoni had his best years in Phoenix? That was Steve Nash, who won 2 MVPs. So it's definitely a good indication on the part of James Harden that he's been able to do all of this, and he's really the reason, obviously, the Rockets are where they are. Versus Russell Westbrook, who's absolutely having a monster year, but they're still 7th in the West. I don't see them dropping out, but you're talking about a fringe playoff team at best. So if we can go into further into numbers here, Westbrook 1.6 steals a game, 0.4 blocks. Harden's relatively close, 1.4 steals a game and 0.5 blocks a game. Westbrook is shooting slightly worse than Harden at 42% field goal shooting. Harden's at about 44%. And Harden is shooting the three ball better at 36%. Westbrook is at around 34%. Free throw shooting, Harden is better at 85. Westbrook's at 82. But Harden does average more turnovers at about 5.5 compared to Westbrook's 5.8. Excuse me, that's 5.8 for Harden, 5.5 for Westbrook. Got those two mixed up. But again, enough with the numbers. I don't want to confuse you guys here. But if I did look at the numbers here, Harden is more efficient. Okay, he is a better playmaker. He takes better shots. He does have slightly more turnovers, but they're pretty much even. A better free throw shooter, a better three-point shooter, and he's averaging, of course, more assists and just slightly less in points. Again, we're talking about a rebound and a half for Harden from averaging a triple-double himself. And he's dropped 50-point triple-doubles and 40-point triple-doubles this season. So he has been ridiculous as well, and he has been just as much of a triple-double threat as Westbrook has been. So really, when you look at that numbers-wise, I have to give the slight edge to Harden as well, just because of efficiency and other things that equate into it. Not just Westbrook averaging a triple-double. Yes, I know that's ridiculous to process, the fact that a player's actually averaging that, but Harden is not far off at all. And finally, the last thing I will say is you look at both rosters, and they're pretty barren, but really, MVP to me also signifies if you have made your team better. Look at the guys around James Harden, guys. Okay, he's having Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, Patrick Beverley, Clint Capella, Montrezl Harrell, Nene. Guys like these are having solid seasons. Some of them having career seasons, all because of James Harden. They're probably going to get a fat payday if they are on their expiring contract, just because Harden is making them look a lot better than they are. Then you look at Westbrook. Yeah, he's piling up the numbers, but who is he really making better? I mean, Victor Oladipo's having a down year. Steven Adams is really just a rebounder, but he hasn't taken a step forward. He's taken a step back. He's a defensive player who's just a rebounder. Enes Kanter has been solid, but he doesn't play much with Westbrook as he comes off the bench. But to me, still, Westbrook, you look at Sabonis, Roberson, guys like this, he hasn't made anyone really better. He's the only one having a career season. Nobody else is progressing. So to me, that's another plus point for James Harden, who to me looks to be like he should win the MVP award, and I will go with James Harden. And I will end it by saying this. The Rockets are on pace to win more games than the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are number one in the East. Think about that. Harden is on pace to win more games than LeBron James's Cavaliers. That should end the debate for you guys. Yeah, Westbrook has incredible numbers as well, and he's averaging a triple-double, but Harden's team is better, and you reward winning with MVP. I can't remember the last time a top, I would say, last time a 7 seed won an MVP, somebody from a 7 seed. I think it's been like a top 2-3 seed every time that the guy has come from for the MVP. So I think it will stay the course here. I like James Harden. I think he deserves the MVP award over Russell Westbrook. Westbrook is a very, very, very close second, but that is just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Who is more deserving of the NBA MVP between James Harden and Russell Westbrook? And as always, don't forget to leave a comment down below and to subscribe. Thanks.